Thank you very much. I have to confess, this is my favorite. Because so often we spend time trying to explain very complex scientific things. And every time I spend time with either in Kenya or anywhere else, local communities, indigenous people, a lot of what we're trying to do is quite intuitive. It's intuitive in ways that are both inspiring, but also in this really urgent, carbon-constrained world, it makes sense that we actually learn and be inspired. So LandMark is so proud of this work that we're doing together. And I hope that it's more and more actually seen as a positive tipping point, an opportunity for us to catalyze and accelerate all the work that we're trying to do. I had an interesting discussion on my way here about the Sustainable Development Goals, and I said I was coming to this event, and someone said, but you know, how do you connect some of these multilateral processes like the Sustainable Development Goals with indigenous people? I said, you know, we have some very beautiful concepts. A lot of these are told in story form. But I said, I have one concept that in many ways encapsulates the entire Sustainable Development Goals in one little story. And I wanted to share that here because it so inspired me that my local community ancestors really always considered a mindset of caring for each other as a fundamental part of living. That it didn't even make sense that I didn't care for my neighbor, that I didn't care for the people around me. And in my Kikuyu tradition, there was a concept where, as an agrarian, as an agricultural community, everybody grew everything they ate. Imagine for a minute if you had to grow everything you eat, and that's already quite difficult. But they grew everything they ate, and obviously life happened. Some people couldn't plant when they needed to plant because the rains didn't come on time, or they were unwell, or they were caring for an elderly, or they're caring for children. There are things that we all do that were happening in these communities. But they had this concept of the granary of God, that they had to put a part of the harvest. Anybody who harvested put a part of his harvest in the granary. And that was for anybody who did not harvest or did not plant. Imagine for a minute, no hunger, no poverty, partnership. I mean, we can go down all those SDGs, and one by one you knock them out with a community understanding of how we live together. It is no surprise that 80% of our intact ecosystems are in the hands of indigenous people. So it is a real privilege for me to be here to welcome you to this session, which hopefully will inspire but also color how the rest of climate change is. So thank you.